Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today I am going to show you around our homeschool classroom.
You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you.
This video is a collaboration with a bunch of other homeschool moms here on YouTube, and it is hosted by two amazing ones, Jessica from the Waldock Way and Abby from Rooted in Rest. They host a monthly open collaboration that is a homeschool show and tell theme, and this month's theme is showing off our homeschool spaces. So we have a dedicated room that we use for our classroom. You do not have to have that by any means to be able to be successful homeschoolers. There are going to be homeschool mamas in this playlist who school on their couch, dining room table, car schooling. You'll see a little bit of everything. So do not think that you have to have what we have to do this. We are just blessed to be able to use this room to make it happen. But even for the last couple weeks, Anthony's been working from home and we schooled down at the kitchen table and it worked great too. So it just doesn't really matter when it comes down to it. But I'm gonna turn around the camera now and give you a walkthrough of everything that we have in our classroom, give you a tour. If you have any questions, please ask me down below and I will be happy to answer them. But let's get started. Okay, so as you walk in the door, this is the first thing you see. This is kind of the view that you have from the hallway, and that's a closet back there, so I'll take you guys in there as well. But I'm going to turn around behind me first. So we've got our fire extinguisher. We've got our alphabet, which I have left up because River's going to need it too at some point, so I've just left it there because we haven't needed this space for anything else. And then we have some signs, some punctuation signs. These are all from the Dollar Tree, which I love Dollar Tree school stuff, and we've had these for a while. So if you've seen our previous homeschool room tour, some of this stuff is going to look kind of familiar to you, but this is new since last time. So we created a homeschool store, and you can see that each row is a certain number of tickets that they can buy, and they earn tickets from doing their schoolwork with good attitudes. That's kind of how they earn their tickets. And then we have bonus opportunities as well. So that is what that is for. Over here next to that we have our library book bin right here. This is just paper that the girls can grab and color on, do whatever they want with. And our mini fridge for little like applesauce pouches and things like that, so that we don't have to go downstairs to get snacks if they get hungry. These two bottom shelves in this little fabric thing are empty, but this one has like sketchbooks, bigger sketchbooks that don't really fit in drawers, and then the bigger construction paper pieces. And then we have our crayon wall, which I eventually want to put labels on like all of these for like what color the crayons are, but they're organized by color. So we have like our colors of the world crayons here. We have a sharpener here. This is where some of like the tickets are that the girls have already ripped off and then like turned in. I'm gonna move this. I'll show you what this is too. But then we have, these are extra blue crayons actually. This one's empty. We have whites and grays, pinks, and then all the other colors here. So they can just grab the ones that they want and easily be able to find them. So I'll show you real quick what this thingy is. So basically I am starting another YouTube channel, or I've started it, but I haven't put up a video yet. And this just pulls, like I can pull this and it pulls my backdrop down. So that is all that is. If you see that just hanging there and wonder what it's for, but I just like put it in here so that it doesn't interfere with like the door opening and stuff. Okay, then moving to our cube shelves, which I actually bought to put in the closet, and I didn't account for the molding, and it wouldn't quite fit because of the molding, which I was so bummed about, but it works here too. So we have Declaration of Independence here. I don't know where I got this from. I've had it for so long, and I feel like it was just a random like garage sale find or something, but We have that here with our flag that we do the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. I have my amazing Epson EcoTank printer. If you're looking for a printer, 100% would recommend this one. It shows you the ink levels, and I have printed a ton of stuff and the ink has barely moved. So that is awesome. We have our construction paper here on this tiered shelf, our little abacus to count, broken crayons, which we're gonna turn into craft projects and stuff probably soon for Valentine's Day possibly, our globe, and then we have our homeschool rules sign that I found on sale somewhere like Hobby Lobby or something like that. And then don't decide you can't before you discover that you can. That's from the Dollar Tree. Moving over here on this sign, I just put which family subjects we're doing that day, so we kind of rotate through and I just write which ones we're doing so that they kind of know and they can get excited about it. Coming over here, we've got basically 3 cubes with books for me in them. These are books the girls probably won't really reference. They might eventually reference the Spanish verbs and Italian verbs books, but for now those are my books. And then we kind of start our read alouds / chapter books here, which goes down into here as well. And then I tried to organize the cubbies as much as I could by subject. So this is kind of our geography section right here. This is geography / history. These are our science books, and so are these. Some more like resources, like some science books, and then there's a couple like intermediate Spanish you see there that didn't fit. This cubby has extra tools that I can use for learning. So we have oversized cards. These are like alphabet letters that I made for Bailey when she was like 2 or 3, and I would make games out of those for her, so I'm keeping those for River. We use these dice to do fun different things. They're obviously very used. Rocks and minerals kit for science, and then time telling clocks and different flashcards and stuff. So that's just kind of all tools we can use. This cubby is all of the like workbook type things that the girls can grab and do whenever they want to. So these aren't like actual curriculum things, but they can pull these out and play school with them or whatever. And then these are kind of sticker and activity books, and then more read alouds. These are mainly going to be Bailey's assigned readers this year. But yeah, so activity books. So this whole section they can kind of have free reign and do what they want with. Down here we have an empty drawer system actually, which is nice because I have room for new stuff. We have more resources, games. These are different like wonders of science, maps, stars, like books that are way too big to fit like upright in the cubbies essentially. In this section I tried to put all of the like readers for learning to read and games for learning to read. And then over here, these are, some of this is curriculum that we are not currently using. Some of it is my stuff, like the home learning year by year, and some of it is upcoming curriculum. So it's kind of a mix of all of that. Right next to this, we have the girls' progress charts, and I just got this from, I think it was Hobby Lobby possibly for like $2, and I just like wrote their names on paper and then like used washi tape to put them on there for their progress charts, and I just did their individual subjects, and they can put little sticker dots when they've completed the lesson each day. So that's nice so that they can have a little bit of an incentive to do that. Down here next to that I have River's toy bin. So we have an 18-month-old and he obviously wants to be part of it when he's awake. We try to school when he's napping, but that doesn't always happen. So I have some toys in here for him to play with, which is nice for downstairs because it declutters that a little bit too. Moving up to the windowsill, we've got scissors and rulers, dry erase markers, and an eraser for this board here. And then this is the Bailey made these like Lego things here. And excuse my nails, they are horrible. Some of them are falling off, some of them haven't. We got married and they're just like still hanging on from that. But this is Bailey's drawer. So when they get their tickets, they put them in their drawers. And that's Quinn's, and then they can have them all in one place. So that's nice and easy for them. Over here is the computer desk. So this is a touch screen, and it was super cheap. I bought it used for like less than $50, and it's literally only for Bailey to do her keyboarding typing practice and Quinn to do her online reading and math when we're doing it upstairs. That way we don't have to have the laptops up here. So Quinn put this here as a decoration, and we have the headphones, that way they don't disturb the other person. We got an IKEA chair here, and then this drawer is mainly my silhouette stuff. So I've got my cord, my cutting mats, and then this silhouette stuff. This is for the touchscreen computer. And then ink and like these random thick cards that I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I'm going to find a use for them. So they're in there. That's kind of like my drawer basically. And then up above the window, we have this welcome to our classroom sign, which I got from Target Dollar Spot along like 3 years ago, I want to say. And then the ribbon banner I got from Amazon. So I will link that if it's still something that they're selling for you guys, but I love that so much. It just creates a pop of color. On this side on the windowsill, we have our Sing a Song of Seasons poem book. I just got this recently and I'm so excited to have it, and we read the poem from it each day. This jar is actually a blood model, so you'll see representations of white blood cells with the marshmallows and red blood cells with the red hots and stuff. So we're gonna be starting Human Body again soon, and we'll be using that. And then we have the whole Bear Grylls series. Over here we have our calendar and weather chart, which we change each day according to what day it is and what the weather is. Down here we have this felt map I got also at the Target Dollar Spot, and that's mainly for River to be able to like destroy it, take everything off of there and then put it back on. I have this little ladder that I painted white that I got for free, and then I just put these clips on it, which we have more clips, but I'm going to be hanging up like different things that they do throughout the year on there. I just cleared it out actually, so it's fresh start for the new year, and then do the right thing even when no one is looking. We are big on always doing the right thing, even if no one's looking, or even if you don't know that you actually have to, you always do the right thing. Months of the year, which both girls know their months of the year now, but we're working on them in Spanish, so we kind of use this as a reference to get like the order right basically. And then colors, which again will mainly be for River, so I can go say go point to the green one and he'll point to green, so he actually knows a couple of his colors already, but that is a good resource for him. So then I'm going to come back over here. So this is what we call our current cart. So it is one of those rolling carts that a lot of people have, and it's basically all of our current work, all of our books. That way when I am planning for the homeschool day or week, I can just come here and grab the books that we need for that next day. Down here are drawing books. So we have like the Good and the Beautiful, like how to draw books. These are amazing. I highly recommend these. Bailey loves these. And we have just some like Bible stories and evolution stories. We kind of teach all of it and tell our girls what we believe and let them go with their heart of what they feel is right. That's kind of our stance on it, which I know is not completely common, so don't come at me for it, but we truly believe in giving them all of the information that they possibly can have, and then telling them all sides of it, and then letting them develop what their own beliefs are. So that is what that is all for. This is our next, so our art curriculum. Home Art Studio is what we use for art, and then this is our next history stuff. So that's there, and then like I said, we're about to start Human Body. So that's down here with a couple unwritten in notebooks, and then Quinn finished this last year, but it's just kind of hanging out there because it was a good spot for it. And now next to the closet we have our whiteboard, which the girls have written on a little bit this morning, but we use the Arteza markers, the dry erase markers. These are also really great. The quality of them is really amazing. So those are awesome. And then we have our name of our Homeschool Summit Academy with our clock up there. And then this is our science wall. So like I said, we're just going to start Human Body this week actually. And so I kind of drew, I always draw on this chalkboard something relating to the unit we're doing, put the title on there. And then this is our science wall where we can hang up the like vocab words or pictures or things they create and charts and all of that kind of stuff. So that is clear and fresh for the new unit. We have clipboards hanging on the wall here they can grab if they want to go sit in their bed and work on their school or whatever. And then this is kind of like basically the teacher's corner, I guess you could call it. It's mainly stuff that I would be using or resources that I would be taking out for them. I'll show you that in a second in detail. And then this is our art wall. So we have a look what I made, and then they can hang up their artwork. And then the history timeline, that's right down here, is a history timeline. So we can like have it visually there when we're working on history. And of course the necessary pencil sharpener. Okay, so going over to the teacher's corner, this is my like to-do bin. So these are things I need to handle, I need to take care of, I need to do something with it. This is actually my shirt that I film in for my tutoring videos. So I need to film more videos, so I put it in the to-do box. And then this rolling cart is mostly different types of paper. So we've got printer paper, laminating sheets, graph paper, lined paper, construction paper, sheet protectors, cardstock, and then the bottom 3 drawers are just random supplies that didn't really fit, like in my teacher toolbox and stuff. And yes, I said teacher toolbox. I am obsessed with like teacher like classroom organization videos, not just for homeschool but for in general. So I'll show you my teacher toolbox in a second, but I have this paper shredder here which is plugged in and ready to go. This is my sewing machine. We have to get creative with storage, so it's down there. The bottom box here is a box full of, or a bin full of coloring books. And then this bin here, these are all Bailey's math manipulatives for her math curriculum. And then my silhouette machine is right here, which I have not actually had to practice with very much, so I'm excited to try that out. And then we have these math cubes, and the router is back there behind it, and our cash register for practicing with money. So that is this section. And then up on the desk, I always just have my planner here so I can have it accessible, my highlighter to highlight when we've done something, and then my teacher toolbox, which makes my heart so happy. I've got up here just tape, my calculator, and stapler, index cards, bigger index cards that don't fit in these drawers, and my label maker. And then in here, I'm not gonna like show you what all is in there, but you can kind of see a little bit from there. It's all kind of organized, and we have one empty space over there for something else. So I'm gonna put labels on these. I've started working on them, I just haven't finished them yet, but that is the teacher toolbox. And then right above it is this little shelf where we keep all of our pencils. And a friend of mine got me this llama thing for, I think it was my birthday last year. And then we usually have our bucket list jar right here in the middle, but I don't know where that is right now because we brought it downstairs over the Christmas break. Okay, now I'm going to take you into the closet, and it's a pretty good sized closet. On the back of the wall we have, or the door, sorry, we have the different vowel sounds, which we mostly have this door open during school unless River's awake, because then he'll get into everything. But that's a good little resource for the girls to use, especially Quinn, who's practicing her reading skills. I used to use this calendar for my YouTube planning, but it just wasn't working out, so I did a different system for that. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this up here or not. I don't know if I'll find a use for it, but we'll see. And then one of my favorite quotes: pick yourself up, set a goal, work harder than everybody else, stick to the basics, execute perfectly, be confident, be brave, and never, never quit. It's one of my favorite quotes, so I have that on there. So I guess we'll just start from the front. This is our art cart, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a lot of different like arts and crafts type stuff, and it's super easy to pull out of the closet. If we want to work on an art project, we can just pull it out here next, closer to our desk, and grab what we need. This also is a little bin full of little random arts and crafts stuff like buttons and little stuff that needs to be contained. On this wall we have these stacking organizers, and I am also going to put labels on all of these to know like what's in them. But I basically have unused folders and dividers and more folders here. These are canvases that have been already painted. So are these. This is the envelope shelf. This is my little drawing tablet that connects to the computer. We have unused notebooks, and then notebooks that are used but still have plenty left in them. And this is kind of my pile of things I need to go through, and half of that is probably recycling, honestly, but I just haven't had a chance to go through it. Over here we just keep some resources that we don't need yet. Bailey hasn't quite started division, so we end that and dividing fractions and stuff, like charts that will help her kind of just remember. And then we have her like her book report that she did over the summer, book project, back there as well. And then going into the drawers, this top one, I have our letters for a letterboard, my business cards, some magnetic bookmarks that are extras. I have a bunch of those. My planner stickers, which there are a ton of them downstairs because I was just planning, but my happy planner hole puncher. These are kind of extra supplies. We have tax staples, correction tape, ink, rubber band ball. I have like 3 of these, but the other 2 don't have the little like lever on it, so thought it might be useful. And then these are sticky Velcro dots. This is the flashcard drawer. Pretty self-explanatory there. Glue and calculators. Our magnifying glass and microscope. These are all cords in this one and these, and then these are old phones and flash drives. This one is kind of my YouTube drawer, I guess you could say. There's like all different kinds of camera cords, camera cases, battery packs, some flash drives that are empty, my snowball microphone, selfie studio light that attaches to your phone. And then this bottom one, there's more copy paper that I didn't have room for in the other drawers. And then this, I need to get this installed, this pencil sharpener. But I had it in the wall, and then the screws were like super short, so I need to get longer screws and install that. And then some empty pencil cases to be able to use if we need them. And then over here are just some pieces of poster board that we can use for projects. Some of them have stuff on them from like the kids' birthday parties and stuff, but most of them are blank, so that is for us to be able to use if we need that. And then this is what this side looks like. So we've got the shelf up here, and then we installed more shelves to hold more stuff, and then we have drawers down beneath. So it's not perfect for sure, but it definitely is functional for us. Up here in this box we have magazines that the girls can use to cut out different things to make collages with. We have a 3D puzzle up there that I want to do with the girls. Legacy Journey is the Dave Ramsey course that Anthony and I follow. That's like the wooden keepsake box for all of your important things that you do in there. The sewing black box just has my sewing iron in there, the iron I use while I'm sewing. We have our thread, and then this bin is all sewing stuff. So all of my sewing accessories, scissors, and stuff that I need for that. This is actually Quinn's time capsule. We did a time capsule box on each of our kids' first birthdays, and they're in boxes like these that has things from the first year that they were born, and they'll open it on their 18th birthday. So that is hers. And then here we have scrapbook paper in the bottom one, stickers in the one above it, and then we have their 3 like memory books, scrapbooks, and then more scrapbook supplies in the box at the top. So that is everything that's on the top shelf. Basically stuff we don't have to access super often is up there. Coming down here we have a couple of resources. So I got these Calvert School science and art things for free, and they're amazing. Our girls just aren't quite ready for them yet, so we have them here for when they are ready for them, but they're so good that they're worth holding on to. And then we have a puzzle of our state right here for when we do Washington State history. Chemistry study cards, which again is pretty far out for my girls, but I used them when I tutored somebody in chemistry. I also do tutoring, and so I kept them because I know we'll use them as well. These are old CDs, actually, like karaoke CDs that I like to use and I want to keep on hand because I still enjoy doing karaoke. This one has paint markers and chalk pens, lacing toys, which River is starting to kind of show an interest in, so I like to pull those out for him, and then ribbon and tulle in this drawer. We have a couple empty binders, and then this is our little toy projector, so it projects pretty good actually up onto the wall, and we can put like tape a piece of paper up onto the wall and the girls can draw whatever they're projecting. And then I have this metal shelf here just to create a little bit more space. So underneath we have my laminating machine, all of our color window markers, and this is all clay sculpting like tools, and then this is clay up here, and then there's some air dry clay back there as well, just so it's kind of all together. And then up here we have these labels I use for the girls, like dance costumes and stuff, because they have several dances, and so at recitals it can get confusing, so I write all the info for each costume on that and hang it on that hanger. These are magnetic clips, and these are like clothespin chalkboard labels, and these are all of our like sticky like attachers. So there's like adhesive things you can stick on the back of things to hang on the wall, and then this one right here is one you can stick on the wall, and then it holds cords, and so we have all of those in there. Over on the wall here we have their paint smocks, which these are amazing. I highly recommend these. They have like full-on long sleeves, and you put them on kind of like a hospital gown, and they tie in the back, so it really does protect their clothes. Down here we have our cutting machine. This is a periodic table kit that a friend of mine gave us that, again, we're not quite there yet, but we will, and we'll use it when we get there. Colored pencils, markers, skinny markers, and fat markers there. And then in here I got like enough of these. I got these at the Target dollar spot, and I got enough for all 3 kids for all of elementary school. So it's just basically a school journal, and they can like write about their first day of school, and then there's like throughout the year you can have like highlights, like what day was it, what did we really like, what did we not like, and what did we learn. And then the back is highlights of the year with your school photo. So I thought that'd be really cool to have one for each of the kids, or at least for their elementary years. I'm sure they won't be interested in that come middle school, but this one I just have our hole puncher. And then over here I have stencils, like more art stuff basically, stencils, sketch pads. These are like, you can put a worksheet in there and then use a dry erase marker to work on the worksheet. A watercolor pad. And then this is where I have more clay that couldn't fit in that bin I showed you already, and then all their stickers. They get stickers each day, and that's where those are. And then each of them have an art container. We had a huge problem with collecting so much paper clutter from artwork that we decided to have a like confined space to keep it in. So if they can fit it in here, they can keep it, and once this starts getting full, they can go through it. And a lot of the times, like half the stuff that they had kept before, they're like, I don't really want this anymore. So we always take pictures of everything and then let it go, and just kind of remember the fun that they had making it. So that's been really good, because it's helped them like let go of things that they really don't need anymore. And it's been helpful not just in the area of art, but in other things like toys. These are all of our Hola Amigo boxes, and then we have a KiwiCo one. We're actually going to be doing the KiwiCo one this week, so I put it in here, but usually it's just our Hola Amigo ones, which is our Spanish curriculum that we do. And then now lastly we're going into the drawers. So this top drawer here is just empty storage bin. So there's like containers you can put index cards or crayons in, and then just more organizational stuff that I don't use currently. This is all completed curriculum, which I probably should just get rid of it all, but my heart's just not quite ready to do that. I need to take a lesson from the girls on that. And then this one down here, this is my old planner from last year. And then Anthony and I used to be coordinators for Financial Peace University through Dave Ramsey, so I have all of that stuff in here because it's something we definitely would like to do in the future when things kind of get a little less crazy. Cardstock here, toilet roll paper, toilet rolls right there. Bailey's been keeping those. And then just a couple random like art supplies, dark black chalk crayons, and then our wood glue. So that's labeled art supplies. This one's labeled dot markers and stamps. So there's our dot markers, and then we have a bunch of stamps, and then scrap paper here. So we just kind of put all our scrap paper here so that they can grab from that and be creative. And then this drawer system, this bottom one, has a bunch of extra paper. So we have enough printer paper for a really long time. Canvases that are blank so that they can grab to color with. And then down here we have our extra Arteza dry erase markers. And then in this drawer we have binders that are unused and like dividers and things like that basically, and little pouches, so things that are unused and available for use when we need them. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you got some inspiration from it if you are trying to make your own homeschool space for your own family. Make sure you check out the playlist and look at some other videos that other moms have posted as well. But for now, remember to stay humble, be kind, and I will see you next time.